Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another live stream. So it is Thursday, the 30th of May, and I hope you are all having a wonderful day. But yeah, today, of course, we are going to jump straight on into the technical analysis, take a look at the trades that I am currently in, which is, yeah, only one trade at this moment in time. So of course we will cover that, the target that I have for the trade, and any future trades that I'm interested in taking as well. And maybe we can get a trade on the live stream. We will have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see how price plays out over the course of this live stream. But yeah, we will of course jump straight on into the analysis. But before we do that, please make sure you smash that thumbs up. Would really appreciate it. It really helps me out, really helps the channel out, and then we can continue to do these live streams for you as well. So yeah, let's jump into it. Let's see what's going on, and yeah, let's talk about it. So of course, if you've got any questions along the way, don't hesitate to put them into the chat. I will be more than happy to answer any questions if you have any. But yeah, let's jump into it. So yeah, as you can tell by the title of this live stream, I am long on Bitcoin, right? And I entered into this long trade. Yeah, literally 3 minutes before the live stream yesterday. Okay, so I entered literally 3 minutes before the live stream yesterday. So can we pull that up? So this was the long that I took on the live stream. Um, what was this? This was 2 days ago, I think. Right, let's just go back to where we were. So that was a long trade that I took. This was on the 28th, right? Yeah, so 2 days ago. Okay, so this was the long that I entered into on live stream. It was it was towards the end, right? Yeah, it was towards the end of the live stream. So if you were still there, yeah, congratulations to you, because I did take that long trade, and that long trade was this one right here, and that was a really nice long trade. Okay, we took that from range low. Okay, which we were anticipating that to be range low, right? We got a really nice swing failure pattern. Okay, so I longed that from down here at like 67,000. $500 approximately, and took that all the way up here to range high. Okay, and we can take a look at the Visionary Discord. We can actually see that trade. So yeah, that was this one right here. Took that up to range high. As you can see here, took yeah, $750 profit on that trade there. I let the rest of the 50% ride. And yeah, I mean, that did eventually get stopped out at entry, okay, because of course I moved the stop loss to entry. Here you go. Stop loss is at entry on both long trades, right? And then I entered into this long trade here. I was telling the team, going to continue to trade the range until the range breaks, right? This was literally just before I went live. Yesterday, okay, literally just before I went live yesterday, I updated the team on the Visionary Discord. And then, of course, throughout the live stream, we were watching it. Okay, we did see a nice rise initially. Price pulled back. Okay, and then we got a nice rise up to the TP1 at the mid range. I was asleep at that time, but yeah, before I went to bed, so you can see 12:41 a.m. So that was technically this morning, right? I told the team I've set TP levels at the mid range and the range high as I am off to bed. Okay, so yeah, here I put in a TP at 68,000, and then I put another TP at 68,880. So yeah, obviously this one at 68,000 has been tapped, as you can see here. I told the team this morning. Last night the price rose to my TP1 at the mid range of the channel, which triggered my TP, which triggered the TP I set before I went to bed. Right, so you can see price came all the way up to the TP1 here. And then initially, okay, I took a TP1 on that trade, as you can see here. So yeah, took some really nice profits off of that trade there. Then what we actually got was a pullback, okay, a pullback, and what we actually did, okay, is we formed a swing failure pattern of the new range low. Okay, so that's given us a new long entry. For me, I didn't add to the long. I didn't re-enter a new long trade because I didn't get stopped out of this one, right? It was only a very shallow swing failure. Okay, so it was a very shallow swing failure. So yeah, for me, I had no need to enter anything else into the trade. I had no reason to, enter into a new long trade. If I did get stopped out of this long trade, then of course, I would have looked for a new long trade. And as you can see, that did hit a TP1 at the mid range. And now initially, we're targeting range high. That is my next target for this long trade that I have open. Okay, so you can see I've still got capital left in the trade. To see if I can take this all the way up to range high, right? That's the initial plan. Like I told the team on the Visionary Discord here, going to continue to trade the range until the range breaks. That's exactly what I'm doing. So I'm looking for longs at range low to take up range high, and I'm looking at shorts from range high to take back down to range low. I didn't take this short trade here. Reason being is because it was at let's move this out of the way for a sec. So this was at 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4, 4:35, 5:30, right? So this was very early in the morning when we had the short set up on Bitcoin here. So yeah, I was asleep. I didn't take this trade. Here. Okay, pull one, another long setup here, TP1 on that one as well. Okay, and now we're targeting, range high, of course. And we had, the setup, the long setup from here. So we took that from range low up to range high, so it's very, very simple range trading. Okay, all I'm doing is trading range until that range breaks. Okay, once the range breaks, then I will stop trading it. Okay, and hopefully what my plan is when we do get that range break or towards the upside or the range break towards the downside, I'm hoping that I am going to be in a trade. So let's say we get a range break towards the upside here. Okay, I'm in a long trade. I want to take advantage of that. And vice versa, right? If we do get a range break towards the downside, I want to take advantage of that. So what I'm going to be doing, and what I was telling the team this morning that I'm looking for, is actually a short from range high. Very, very, very simple, right? If I see the short setup, then I'm going to take it, right? I'm going to take it because, again, I'm just going to trade the range until the range breaks. Very, very simple. Okay, trading the range until the range breaks. And we actually, this time, have a little bit of confluence coming in. Okay, we have a little bit of confluence because let's zoom out to the 2 hour. So we have this VWAP, okay, pulled from the high here at 72,000. And you can see we've respected this VWAP so well, right? So well. Respected, respected, respected. We did get a break above it, okay, a deviation above it, but we still respected it, right? Because we back tested at support, got a little bounce, and then we came back below it, okay? We front ran it here, okay? But what we are actually seeing at this moment in time, right? Let's get rid of all of these. Go back into the 30-minute. We can see that the VWAP is coming in very nice confluence with that range high. Okay, really nice confluence with the range high. So all I am looking for is a very, very simple swing failure pattern or failed auction of that range high to enter into a short trade. Okay, of course, the VWAP as well. Okay, to enter into that short trade. And then what will I be targeting? Well, I will be targeting TP1 at the mid-range here and then TP2 at the low of the range here as well. Okay, so very, very simple, yet very effective. Okay, range trading is very simple, but very effective. It works. Okay, the proof is in the pudding, right? The proof is right here. The proof is in the Discord, okay, with the trades that I took. So of course, this one I didn't put in the Discord because I was live streaming at the time. But yeah, TP1 on the long I entered from the stream. Okay, then we had a TP2, right? We had a TP2 on that as well because we came up to range high. So yeah, that was one profitable trade in that range. Okay, and then the second profitable trade that we've had in the range is this one that we are currently in now as well. As you can see, we hit a TP1. Now, because my risk management is good, if I do get stopped out of this, my stop loss isn't at entry on this trade. Okay, but if I do get stopped out, okay, and we do hit the stop loss, it's still going to be a profitable trade because my risk management is good. And if you take a look at the risk to reward, right, the risk to reward is a 1 to 2.4 pretty much, right? A 1 to 2.4. Okay, so yeah, even if I did or do get stopped out of this trade, it's still going to be a profitable trade because I have taken a TP1 on this trade, right? Yeah, if I get stopped out now, I believe I take a loss of $130, right? So yeah, you minus 130 off of the 370 that I've already taken profit on this trade, and you can see there it's still going to be a profitable trade, right? But yeah, as you can see, we still have a lot of unrealized profit here. I'm looking to take this up to range high, where I'm looking for that TP2. But also at the same time, I'm looking for that short trade, okay, to take that back down to range low. Of course, I will leave a little bit left in the long trade just in case we do not see the short trade, okay. If we don't get the short trade, then I'm looking for a break towards the upside. If we do get that break towards the upside, of course, I want to have a little bit left in that long trade just to take advantage of the rise towards the upside, okay. That's all I want to do, take advantage of that rise towards the upside. So yeah, that's sort of my plan at this moment in time, right? And is there anything else really? Of course, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. I believe we've got 2 likes at this moment in time. I think 4 people are watching. I'm not too sure. But yeah, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. I really, really appreciate it. It really helps me out, really helps the channel out. So make sure you smash that thumbs up button. But yeah, I mean, I've said this a lot, right? I've said this a lot. This market, the market right now has presented us some pretty hard trades, okay? And, if you are an impatient person, especially in trading, then you would have really struggled to, make some profits in this market. I myself have, I believe, and I sort of know that I have mastered being patient with these markets, okay, and also having really good risk management as well. So, you know, even though we've been in really really horrible price action, I have made some really really good trades, right? I was talking to the team this morning about it, right? The last 7 trades, okay, well, that's 6. The last 7 trades that I have taken, okay, and of course I put all of those trades in the Discord, but the last 7 of them, 6 of them have been winning trades. 1 of them has been a losing trade, right? So, even though as a trader myself, even though I admit, okay, that the market right now is very difficult, okay, you can still make profits in this market. You can, right? It is possible to make profits in these markets. So yeah, don't think that you can't, okay? Because honestly, you can. Even when the markets are very choppy like this, you can. It's harder, okay. And if you're a beginner and you're just getting into trading, or you're not yet a profitable trader, then of course it is going to be difficult, okay. But once you go through some of these periods of difficult price action, okay, once you go through a few of them, maybe it'll take you 10 times, or maybe it'll take you 20 times of going through difficult price action, okay, then you will start to learn on how you should be managing the trades, okay, that you're looking at, okay. Of course, you want to be looking for really good trade setups, okay. You want to be looking for the good trade setups, but again, I said this in the last stream, right? You need to learn to adapt to the markets, okay? And how I have been adapting to the markets in this sticky price action that we're seeing is by taking profits a little bit earlier, okay? One of the examples that I also said yesterday was I entered into a long trade right here, okay? And initially I was looking for a TP1 at the VWAP here at like $69,200, and then a TP2 up here, okay? But then what I saw is price pull back. I got a long trade set up from here, and then I established, okay, price is looking a little bit bearish here. We're starting to form a range here, okay? So for me, we're most likely going to come down to the range low all the way down here. And that's exactly what happened. This is what I was visualizing up here, price coming down to the range low. Of course, I didn't get the short trade because I woke up at 7 o'clock, and I'd missed the short trade. But yeah, I said to the team, right, I'm taking profits Here, I've now closed the majority of the long that was opened on yesterday, on the stream yesterday, and I have also closed 50% of the long from yesterday morning, right? So that's how I myself have adapted to these market conditions, right? I've taken profit a little bit earlier on this trade that I was expecting to take much higher. Okay, I have to admit, okay, I was expecting to take this trade a lot higher. I'm going to be 100% transparent with you. You can see it in the Discord as well. When I entered into this long, I was looking for, these highs at like $70,800, right? I was looking for that, but I've understood now we're trading in a range. Okay, so let's just take profit at range high. It was still a profitable trade, right? Yeah, what did I take? Yeah, I took $750 off it, moved the stop loss to entry, so it was a risk-free trade, right? It was still a profitable trade. I didn't make as much profit as I was expecting to, but again, this is how in sticky market conditions like we're in right now, you need to learn to adapt, and that will really help you in your trading career, right? That will really help you if you can adapt. If you're expecting the markets to adapt to you, if you enter into a trade and it's not working out for you, and you're screaming at the screen saying, "This is the best setup that I've found. Why is it not hitting the take profit?" Okay, you're never going to become a profitable trader like that. Every trade that you enter into, you need to expect to lose that trade. Even now, every time that I enter into a trade, I still expect that trade to be a losing trade, even though, right, the 7 trades I've taken, 6 of them have been winning, 1 of them has been losing, right? I still expect every trade that I enter into to hit the stop loss. Okay, all we're looking at here is probabilities. Okay, all we're looking at here is probabilities, and sometimes it doesn't go your way, but you have to move on and look for that next best trade, right? The last 7 trades I've taken, 1 of them didn't go my way. But because 1 didn't go my way doesn't mean that the other 6 aren't going to go my way. And you can see, right, the other 6 have gone my way. So it's just all about risk, first of all, risk management, but also taking the best trade setups possible. Okay. And of course, that is what I'm looking at, right? I'm looking at the best trade setups possible. I'm not trading breakouts, right? I'm not trading triangle patterns. I'm not trading head and shoulders patterns, right? I'm not trading trend lines. I'm not trading or any of this nonsense, okay? Any of this nonsense that is just so obviously, support and resistance. Like it's just so obviously not profitable and not sustainable, okay? But people still think that trading like that can make you become a profitable trader. I've seen people on YouTube who are literally just starting their trading career out, and I give them full credit. Okay, they're starting to learn how to trade. I was in that position at one time, and they're sharing their journey on YouTube. Okay, they're sharing their journey on YouTube, and I've seen one person like this, and I'm watching him, and I'm watching the strategy that he is using, and this takes me back to when I first started, and this is what I was using. Okay, like support and resistance flips. Okay, this is something that I was using. When I first got into trading, I was using that. It doesn't mean that you don't need to completely ignore it. I don't think that, like, head and shoulders patterns, don't completely ignore it. Acknowledge it, right? Acknowledge it, but don't. For me, I don't trade it. Okay, support resistance flips, I don't trade it. Okay, the way I trade tends to be that I'm already in a trade before a triangle breaks out, before a head and shoulders plays out, before we get a support resistance flip. Okay, I tend to already be in a trade, and that trade is actually more of a higher probability trade than waiting for all of the confirmation of like a breakout of a triangle. Okay, and sometimes I kind of just want to I kind of just want to message these people and say, look, right, as much as you know I respect you for getting into this, okay, and getting into this game, because it's not hard, and especially sharing your journey as well publicly. Okay, I respect them for that, but the way you're doing it is just not going to work. Okay, you need to. When I first got into And there was a lot of people out there, but I'm not one to be easily influenced. So I will openly say I bought one course when I first got into trading, one course, okay, and I watched it, and it was literally everything that I already knew. Okay, it was literally trend lines, it was support resistance flips, it was um, head and shoulders patterns, it was triangles, and getting that, it didn't really help me because first of all, I pretty much knew it all. I knew it all, and I was using it all, and it just did not work. It was when I actually went out of my way and looked at what the professional traders are using, okay, and that's when I came across something like exocharts, okay, and Atas. All right, when I had a Windows computer, I was using Atas because that's free, but yeah, because I prefer Exo, I prefer like the visuals of Exo, to be honest with you. um, but also, ExoCharts has desktop as well. And when I'm live streaming, it's a lot easier. Sorry, they do have a web chart. They do have a desktop one that I use when I'm not live streaming. But when I'm live streaming, I use the web chart because yeah, it doesn't use as much computer power. But yeah, like you need to look at the stuff that the the professionals are looking at, right? You need to look at the stuff that the professionals are looking at, and they're not looking at triangle patterns. Come on, be realistic about it. These big hedge funds, these institutions, they're not looking at triangles. They're not looking at head and shoulders patterns, are they? They're looking at bid ask, right? They're looking at the orders that are coming into the market at that second. Okay, and this is this didn't turn me into a profitable trader, okay, but learning this did, okay. Learning this and understanding it did, okay, and oh, we're getting a nice pump here, and using that in conjunction with TradingView, okay. The levels that I draw on TradingView, um, that's combining those together is what turned me into a profitable trader, what allowed me to do this full time, right? So yeah, let's see if we're going to get this rise up for the TP2 at range high. If you haven't already, smash that thumbs up button. And hopefully if you smash that thumbs up button, price will continue to rise and hit our TP2 all the way up here. Of course, that's a bunch of bullshit, but yeah. So I've already got a limit order set up here to take a TP. I think I'm going to start using these limit orders to take TPs. Prior to this, I didn't do it. I'd never set limit TPs, but when you're range trading, yeah, that's fine, to be honest with you. Because of course, range trading, you always know TP1 here, TP2 here. Right, if we do make it up, okay, if we do make it up to range high here, then of course, I'm looking for a short trade up here. I'm looking to take this back down to range low if I get a short set up. Let's see, it's patience, right? One of the biggest things in trading is patience. Literally patience. It's one of the biggest things, right? Look at this long trade that I've been in, okay? Look at this long trade, okay? I entered into this long trade yesterday, and yeah, look what happened, right? Price had a rise up for the TP1, okay? And then it broke above that, okay? And I'm thinking, oh, okay, right, we're coming to range high. Nope. Right, it's come up, we come back down to range low. Now we're getting the rise, okay? So patience, okay? Patience. I understand where my take profit points are. I understand where my invalidation is, okay? All I do is I sit back and I remain patient, right? Wait for it to play out. Let's have a look. Yeah, so this isn't a good rise, really, right? We're getting a decrease in open interest. So This gives me strong conviction for a short trade up here, right? If we do come up here, it gives me strong conviction for a short trade here because it's a bit of a rubbish rise. What do we know? Okay, if we get let's zoom out, show you an example. I always like to show examples, right? What happened here? We had a rise towards the upside. Okay, open interest was decreasing. What's the expectation? Well, the expectation is that we give all of that price action back, and that's exactly what happened, right? With, a strong move towards the downside as well. So let's see. Range high. I'm looking for a short trade. If you've got any questions, of course, put them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer any. Right, come on, a little bit more. $200-ish away. And we can look for this short trade. Of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. How many subscribers are we on now? 161 still. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you smash that thumbs up. If you want to join the Discord, of course, first link in the description. It will take you over to this page here where you can get access to the Discord, the templates for Excel charts that I have, and then, of course, the education as well. Come on. I would really like to actually get this short trade, to be honest, in this live stream. That would be nice. At least enter into it, because I don't expect to enter into the short trade and then it comes straight down here. Lol Laboratory. Good to see you here. I don't believe I've seen you here before. Good to see you here. Thank you for joining. If you haven't already, of course, make sure you subscribe. I am currently live streaming every single weekday. And yeah, I'm taking trades on live. This trade I entered into just before I went live yesterday. Just before I went live, and then I came live and I said that I entered into this long trade. So yeah, on these live streams, I am entering into trades if there are trades to be had. This one right here was entered at the end of the live stream as well. So yeah, let's take a look at that one. So that one was entered at the end of the live stream here. And then I actually entered into the one from 59,000 on live stream as well. So that was a really, really big long trade. You can see there it sat in break even. Of course, that's when we had the much bigger short trades open as well. Can the touch the TP1? Can the touch the TP1? I entered into the long trade down here. That was when the long trade setup presented itself to us. The TP1, okay, was here, right? Like I showed the team on the Visionary Discord. Where was it? Here. No, it was down here. I told the team here that I was setting limit orders to close the long. So I had 68,000. That was my TP1. Yeah, my small trader now. I'm Kittle profit gaining from you, brother. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. But yeah, TP1 was here for me, 68,000. I'm now targeting a TP2 at $68,800 here. That's where I'm looking for a TP. The TP2, sorry. I've still got that limit order set up here, as you can see. Of course, it's not set in stone. It's not definite that I'm going to take this short trade here. Okay, I just want to put that out there. It's not definite I will take that short trade. It is, it's if I see what I want to see at the level. Okay, so if I see a bearish reaction, if I see the bearish confirmation, bearish confluence, I will take the short trade here and I will target, range low. That's initially what I will target, right? If I don't see what I want to see, okay, then I understand, okay, we may get a range break towards the upside, and I can take this long trade that I'm in much higher. I'm joining your Discord. Can we talk? Yeah, there's, of course, we have the general chat in there. We have trading questions. You can ask me any questions here, and if you want to send me a personal message, I'll be open to that. To be honest with you, if you got anything you want to ask me, then of course I'll be happy to answer anything. I'm currently very busy at the moment getting out the ExoChart episodes. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm so close to finishing. Those of course should be out soon. Very close to finishing those. And then the next things that I'm looking to get out are the strategies. So I'm literally going to go through my tier list just literally lay out the strategies that I take and the strategies that I look for. Mo, good to see you back. Good to see you back. Hope, everything's all right with me. I hope everything is okay with you. It's good to see you back here, Mo. I can't tell if the sun's trying to come out, because it was horrible today. I didn't want to go outside. It was horrible and wet. My name is AJ. Normally there is a. Where's it gone? Uh, it used to show my name. To be honest with you, it did used to show my name. What if I? Oh yeah, it shows it there. It doesn't show it on the other one though. I don't think. No, it disappears there. Yeah, yeah, I can put my. Let me type in my Instagram actually. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I don't really. I need to start utilizing Instagram a little bit more for. Let me just see what my name is. I can't. I don't really use it that much anymore. But I do. I do start. I need to start using Instagram to be honest with you, um, to share my trades out there as well. Uh, AJ.Lyons, that's my Instagram. But yeah, I haven't. When was the last time I posted? Sorry, someone was shouting up at me. Um, yeah, again, I haven't used Instagram in quite a long time, to be honest with you. But yeah, that I put it in the comment section or the chat. Sorry. Yeah. So how far away? We're getting there. Come on. A little bit more to range high, and I can look for that short trade. Here we go. Patience is coming. Exactly. Exactly. Patience, right? So close. Come on. $100 off. Come on. We are seeing longs coming in now, to be fair. You can see open interest is increasing, so 5.5 million longs coming in. But yeah, ideally, what you want to see if you do get the short setup from here is you do want to see lots of longs coming in here. You want to see lots of longs coming in up here, and then initially you want to see, you want to see that bearish reaction, right? You want to see the failed auction. You want to see the swing failure pattern up here. Okay, that's what you want to see to trap all of the longs up here, to trap those. Okay, and then what they have to do is, as price is pulling back, they have to cover by selling back into the market, right? And that pushes the price much lower, right? But yeah, just like Mo said, patience, it's coming. It's coming, it is coming. Come on, a little bit more. You from? Do you mean where I'm from? I'm from the UK. I live in the UK at the moment. That's not my plan to stay here for much longer. But yeah, that's currently where I live. The UK have made it very difficult for us to trade here in the UK. So yeah, my goal is to decide where I want to live and go there. That's sort of my plan. UK, my aunt lives here. I'm from Pakistan. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Yeah, thank you for joining. It's always good to see new faces here. Yeah, do you know whereabouts she lives in the UK? I currently live at the very bottom, so yeah, it's a place called Brighton. Not the nicest place, I can tell you that. But I live like, yeah. I mean, I don't live at the very bottom in Brighton. I live just outside, so I live, um, yeah, like, kind of like in the middle of nowhere, in the woods, or in the sticks, as we would say here in the UK, which is like the woods, because it's in the middle of nowhere, and that's why my Wi-Fi is so terrible here. It's good enough, right? It's good enough to trade with. It's not like I can't access the Wi-Fi. It's just when it comes to streaming, um, that's when it gets a little bit difficult. Patience is power, exactly. And I always say that in trading that patience is literally one of the biggest things. But it's not even with just trading as well. It's just in life as well. Patience is always very powerful, especially when um, you line it up with consistency. Okay, if you're being very consistent with something you're doing, whatever it may be. In my case, it's trading. Okay, I'm staying very consistent with it. My profits are very consistent. Okay, then all it is for me is patience, right? I know that my consistency is on point. Okay, so it's all about being patient, right? And letting those small consistent gains build up to one huge gain. Okay, so patience is a very important thing, but patience without consistency is useless. Okay, because if you're being patient and you're expecting everything to come to you, you're not going to get anywhere, right? You're not going to get anywhere at all. So you want to be consistent with something, whatever that may be. Okay, it may not be trading, it may be something else. Stay consistent with it. Okay, if you're consistent with it, then you can have the patience. Okay, then you need to exercise the patience, right? Because you can be consistent with it for a month. Okay, but that's not enough, right? Being consistent with it for a month isn't enough. Okay, and then you don't have the patience, so you give up. Okay, but it's being consistent for 6 months, a year, and having the patience to do so, which, all of that together is very, very powerful. We've literally just front run it. Come on. Don't say that we're going to front run my limit take profit. Come on. We're not going to front run it by $10. Come on. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. We're not going to front run it by $10. Come on. Let's see. Yeah, so we've got lots of longs opening up at this high, which is good if we do get the short setup, of course. If we don't get the short setup, and because lots of new longs are coming in, right? So we have 2.7 million longs coming in here. We have 8.9 million longs at the moment coming in here. So if we can continue this, right? If this continues on the break towards the upside, then that's a strong break. I'm not looking to short. I'm not looking to short that. But if we do, see that like swing failure pattern, failed auction, whatever we see, then for me, all of these longs are going to get trapped. Okay, that's the expectation really, and yeah, we can look for that short. We front run it by $10. Are you kidding me? I might just close out of this now. What am I going to do? I'm just going to close out of it now, to be honest with you. Take $500 profit. And then what I will do is open orders. That's my stop loss, right? Okay, so that's been taken off, right? Cool. Right, so where are we here? Yeah, so I've just taken a TP1 there, to be honest. Let me just, sorry, a TP2, right? If this front runs it here and we come down to range low, I will be extremely annoyed. Front run this here and we come down to range low. I'm actually stop loss at entry. I'm just going to move the stop loss to entry as well. So entry is 67,400. Let's do that. Modify that, right. Stop loss 67,400. Boom. Right. Risk-free trade now. Risk-free trade. $878 in a profit. Can't complain with that. So yeah, I mean, if we're gonna front run this is I'm not gonna be happy, Bunny. If we front run this. Like how you sum course. Sorry, I'm struggling to understand that. If you're talking about like a course, I do have courses and I do have more coming out, talking about order flow. I have episodes coming out about order flow. So teaching everybody about the order flow. I do have those coming out. If that's what you mean, the courses, then yeah, I do have those. It says it all on the website here, so I have, yeah, it says online courses here. Right, we're coming back up. Come on, we're not going to front run this and miss the short. Oh, like, do you have a course for trading and after that you are doing trading as well? Yeah, well, my full-time job is trading, and then of course I have the Discord here, and then yeah, the courses. Yeah, you can get the Discord, of course, via this website here. I just do that as like a like kind of like a hobby, just because I do love trading, and I love just like sharing my trades. To be honest with you, I enjoy doing that. So yeah, and to be completely honest with you, I don't actually make any money off doing what I'm doing here at this moment in time. Of course, in the future, I see myself making money doing that. Okay, but at this moment in time, my only income stream is the actual trading, right? Because of course this has uh, I have to make payments for this here to put everything on here. So yeah, at the moment this isn't making me money, but I'm not too interested in that, right? This is what I'm interested in. Okay, the actual exchange. This is what I'm interested in. Come on, we're not going to front run it by $10, are we? I don't think we will. We've got lots of longs coming in, 8.8 million. I don't think we will, to be honest. As you, Pakistan is on a curses, so there is no work for us. Like, I'm a student of high school and I don't have much money to do anything. Yeah, of course, like, being a student, yeah, of course, when I was a student as well, I didn't have anything. Some of my friends still are students, and they're in the same situation. Right, 9 million. Okay, this is what we want to see if we are to see a breakout. This is what you want to see on the breakout. Okay, you have volume increasing, you see positive delta increasing, open interest increasing. Okay, this is what you want to see on a breakout. So if we, why am I opening keynotes? I don't want to open keynotes. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, so that thing is so annoying sometimes. Yeah, so on a breakout, that's what you want to see. So if we continue to see what we're seeing here, so increasing volume, increasing positive delta, increasing open interest, if we see all of that as we're breaking out of the range, okay, then for me, I'm gonna continue to look for higher prices, okay, and I'm not gonna look for a short trade. If we do get the swing failure pattern or failed auction, then I'm looking for the short trade here. Okay, and then I'm looking for like mid range, of course, and then I'm looking for range low. Exactly like I was looking for on this long trade here. I was looking for mid range, and then I'm looking for range high, which we have just pretty much hit. Okay, we have front run. Can you give me your Discord link? I couldn't join. There's an issue with the old link, I guess. Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I can fix that. Right, so yeah, I've just put it there, so that might work. Yeah, let me know if that one works. I would really like to get this short trade on live stream. That would be nice. But I mean, if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. But initially, right, what I'm looking for is, if we're going to get a breakout, I want to see this continue. I want to see volume continue to increase here. I want to see positive delta to increase. I want to see open interest to increase, okay, as price is increasing. For me, if we do that and price is looking like this, then I'm thinking, okay, we're breaking out here. Okay, we're probably going to come to higher prices, right? Maybe even back up to 70K, right? That's what we can be looking for there. If we start to see, let's say we form the swing failure, okay, of the VWAP and the high. If we do see this, right, failed auction possibly as well, then we take a look at order flow and we can see that after forming the swing failure pattern or the failed auction, that price is, volume is maybe tapering off, positive delta is tapering off as well, maybe open interest is decreasing, okay, any like signs of that, whilst that price is forming that swing failure pattern for me, or the failed auction, of course, gives me that short trade setup, right? Gives me that short trade setup. And then for me, I would be targeting TP1 at mid-range and then TP2 all the way down here, right? That's exactly where I would be looking for. If we don't get the swing failure or if we don't get the failed auction, then it's higher prices, right? I just texted you, check. I did hear something. I will look at it, but I'll do it after the live stream is over. I'm going to finish up soon, I think. Yeah. Any more questions? If you've got any questions, let me know. And yeah, I'll probably end it there. I've been live for about an hour and 5 minutes now. So if you've got any more questions, put them in the chat and I'll be happy to answer them. Yeah, because it's taking a little bit too long here. We front run it. I just want to see it being taken out for the short trade, right? If we don't see that, okay, if we don't see the failed auction or the swing failure pattern, okay, then I'm looking for higher prices. Very, very simple. I'll give it a minute or two. If there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer any, and then I'll head off. Of course, if you want access to the Visionary Discord, where I give all of my trades away, the education, any of that, then yeah, you can get it here. First link in the description. And then, of course, if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Have you any Discord sub in which I don't like to consider them as signals, right? I do have this Discord where I give my trades away. Yeah, I literally tell everyone when I'm entering into a trade, right? So yeah, for example, okay, taking a short, right? I've taken the short trade there. We've got the pullback here. I've taken a TP1 on the short there. Okay. There's loads of examples here, right? Let's find another example. Here, so I've taken the long trade. This is what I'm giving in my Discord, right? Every trade I take, I put it in the Discord. This is like my journal, my diary. Okay, so I said I've taken the long, right? There was the long trade that I entered into at 59,351. Stop losses at $56,200 down there. Okay, hopefully you can see it. And then, of course, I'm targeting initially, right, range high up here. And then, of course, I'm updating the team here. That I have locked in a TP1. There you go, locked in a TP1. $2,000 realized PNL. As you can see, coming up to value area low. As you can see, coming up to the POC there. That was literally just giving all of my trades away. I'm showing the proof there as well that I'm taking these trades. This is a paid sub. Yes, it is. It is, yeah. Yeah, so this is where you can. So the first link in the description, it'll take you to this page here. If you click get access, you've got Discord here. You've got the files, which is the templates for this. Okay, the templates for ExoCharts. Then you have, of course, the education as well. Come on, just a little bit more. And maybe we can look for the short trade. I would like to get the short trade on stream, but I understand we've been live for almost an hour and 10 minutes. Okay, I think I'll leave it there, to be honest. It's taken a little bit too long here to get up to range high. So, of course, I will, for any visionary members or anybody who wants to be a visionary member, of course, I will put the short trade in the Discord if I take it. Okay, if I take the trade, I will put it in the Discord. Of course, again, I'm looking for a swing failure pattern, failed auction, something like that to take it down to mid-range, possibly range low. Okay, if I don't see a swing failure or I don't see a failed auction, then I'm looking for higher prices there, right? So patience. Okay, I'm waiting to see the confirmation, the reaction, the confluence. Okay, to enter into the short. If I don't get it, okay, then what I do is I take this long trade that I'm in higher. Okay, I'll take the long trade higher. So very, very simple. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Good to see old faces back, Mo. Good to see you back. Good to see new faces here as well. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I am looking forward to seeing you in the in the next live stream. So thank you very much for watching, everybody.